2, 1.
Hey guys!
Welcome back
to another episode.
I'm Morgan.
And I'm Simone.
And ho ho ho!
It's Christmas.
Happy holidays!
Yeah, happy holidays.
Yeah.
Such a fun time.
Mm-hmm. Or not.
Or not.
Yeah, based on some of the stories we have today.
Yeah, I find the holidays always get some...
People going janky.
People go
crazy
janky.
People.
People go funky.
So, with the holidays...
right around the corner.
Yeah, we are diving into some festive stories. Who do you want to start?
You can start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Hopefully I don't have a laugh attack.
Let's hope not.
Okay, so let's just get started here, I guess.
Let's hear it.
All right. So, am I the asshole for refusing to adhere to my sister-in-law's Christmas gift list? For Christmas, my 30 female husband... Oh, she's 30 female.
Okay.
Her husband's 30 male.
Got it.
And I are hosting my parents, my brother, Chris, 34 male, his wife, Amy, 33 female, their 2 sons, 6 and 4, my sister, Lucia, and her boyfriend, Alex, 30 male.
Got it.
Background to all of this is that Amy complains about every gift she's given by any of us. Every Christmas, she makes faces and snarky remarks about the things she's gifted. For example, last year, me and my husband, gifted Amy and Chris a joint present of an expensive coffee maker, which is the same one we have at home that Chris loved when they visited. Amy's only remark, not even a thank you, was, "Oh, well, this isn't really for me, is it?" And then to make a great show of being annoyed that she didn't get a separate gift. A few days ago, Amy included the whole family on a group email with a Christmas list for her and the kids, saying she would only accept gifts from this list. On her list was expensive perfumes, links to expensive clothing items, and designer handbags. I was livid. My parents were offended as well, but didn't want to say anything to Amy. But I wasn't going to hold back, in the face of what I was feeling with this grossly entitled behavior. I replied to Amy's email saying I wouldn't be purchasing anything on the list, and that if she wanted to shop for a Louis Vuitton wallet, I was happy to put her in touch with my saleswoman. I also said that if she didn't like what she received for Christmas, she was welcome just to leave it at my house. Chris blew up at me saying Amy was just trying to make everything easier for everyone by giving suggestions. I disagree, and I told him I think Amy was just trying to find a sneaky way to get a few things she normally can't afford for free, which in my opinion is not the spirit of Christmas. I think she's being extremely childish. My parents think I shouldn't have said anything, but Lucia says I absolutely should have because she wasn't going to spend hundreds on Amy's Christmas list either. Was I the asshole for not going along with it?
I can't even see you through this tree.
Hello.
Oh no, they keep hitting those plants. Sorry.
Why would you even think that that's okay?
Amy, how old are you?
Well, I'll tell you again.
Too grown to be even giving out a
33.
Christmas list, Amy, and you've got 2 kids?
Yeah.
And then for her husband, just the one thing that like stuck out when he was like, she was suggesting things. No, she wasn't. It was a demand.
That's something she should suggest to you, her husband.
Right. Did it not say in the email, like, I want these things pretty much? Like, if something's not on the list, don't give it to me?
Yeah.
Are you insane?
I just don't understand. Are people really that entitled and clueless and oblively?
They are.
Oh, here we go.
That's bananas. And then it's funny because when she said the Louis Vuitton thing, I was like, oh, maybe I don't know the family dynamic. Like, maybe they're a wealthier family. But, like, for her to add at the end, like, these are things you wouldn't get yourself. Right. Can you afford them? So this is not like you writing a list to Santa and praying that you get them. Like,
it's quite rude, obviously.
It's really rude. I think families in general, especially if there is that like turmoil and like getting gifts and stuff, you need to like have a clear limit, like a little budget. Mm-hmm. Especially with the adults. I don't know. I'm just very like.
This is, I think it's going back to what we said in the intro. Like, Christmas, for some people, they get so stressed out, ends up being crazy. You're ruining Christmas for everyone, okay? You're a Grinch. You're a nasty girl. There's 2 edits here. So edit 1, for everyone asking, yes, Amy drinks coffee and uses a coffee machine. And regardless, like, even if that's so crazy. If you didn't like the gift, you still smile and you take it and are
you're
appreciative.
33, you're not 6 and gonna be like, I don't like, you're a grown woman. You take that gift graciously.
Well, and obviously it sounds like Chris, her husband, liked the coffee maker that the sister has.
Yeah.
So you're a weirdo.
She's
Edit number 2. Chris does the Christmas shopping, and our family is big on adult gifting. We buy big things for the kids, but we tend to get each other things like Christmas hampers for couples, jumpers. I bought my mom a teapot one year. Things like that. Certainly nothing in the price range Amy put on her list.
Yeah, like a Louis Vuitton wallet, girl.
If you can't give a gift of something that you're asking, you shouldn't be trying to receive that.
Yeah, and that's why I think, like, it is hard, like, adult gift giving, and I think there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, let's do a budget this year.
Of course not.
Like, it just makes it easier for everyone, because sometimes, like, I even find, like, now as an adult, like, gift giving is so weird. I'm like, how much do I spend? Like, even just with my boyfriend, like, how much are we spending on each other? Like, I'm very much, like, I never want to give someone a gift and get something back that's, like, more that's mortifying.
Which is terrible.
Which is, also terrible, because that's not the point of giving a gift. But,
but
I do think clearly in a situation like this, if she has these high expectations, okay, if you want a Louis Vuitton wallet that is X, let's make our budget this year, $600-700, which is insanity
for one
for
person,
adults.
For an adult,
and there's a lot of kids in this. Like, Christmas is so expensive. Like, I don't think people realize, like, it's a lot.
Well, clearly Amy doesn't.
Amy clearly fucking doesn't.
No.
She just thought this was her birthday. I don't know. Amy's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, she is. You're going on the naughty list.
I wonder what she put down for her kids' list. Like, if she's asking for a Louis Vuitton wallet, like, what do you gift your kids? If that's what you're expecting as a grown adult from your brother and sister-in-law.
I don't know. That's quite strange. Maybe the sister that's writing in is they're like, her and her husband are well off, and so she assumes that it's appropriate to ask for something like that. But regardless, I still don't think that that's appropriate.
No, I don't care if I'm a multimillionaire. You don't just give me a list of demands that you want, and then I give you something last year and you don't fucking like it.
Well, it just seems like it happens every time.
Yeah, Amy's a weirdo.
Weirdo Amy, and I wouldn't be inviting her.
Nowhere.
I mean, she could still come, but
you're getting cool.
You're getting cool. Yes. Yeah.
Weird. Okay, well, jury is in on that one. Clearly, you're not the asshole.
Yeah.
And you didn't overreact.
And also, your parents telling you shouldn't have said anything. I think that's where she's asking if she's an asshole. Your parents, no. That's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
Your parents need to tell her to. No.
No, Amy. Okay, that was a good one.
Yeah.
People, it's just so funny, like, that people like that exist. Like, baffles me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have a good one. Okay, this one is, am I the asshole for leaving my son outside on Christmas Eve night? So, OP goes, I have 4 children and I'm pretty easygoing. They don't have a lot of rules they have to abide by. It's simple. Be respectful, do your chores, and for the 2 teenagers who are 15 and 16, be back before 10 p.m. My 16-year-old son came home at 11 p.m. last night when the house was already locked up after missing the 10 calls from me. He knocked to get in, and I just called him back and told him he could sleep in the treehouse. And that... Sorry, okay. Sorry. And that there were already blankets up there, and hopefully this would be a lesson to stick to curfew. He was apparently on a date with someone who we haven't met, and didn't realize his phone was set an hour behind. To me, that's all excuses. I told him he had the rest of the night in the cubby to reset his time, and we'd see him in the morning. I opened the door at 6, nice and early, and he came in and went to bed. Slept until lunchtime, holding his siblings up from opening their gifts, because we do it all together as a family.
Ooh.
He thanked everyone for his gifts and went back to sleep after lunch. My husband said I completely overreacted. It was an honest mistake, and he's exhausted from not being able to sleep in the treehouse. He would have been able to. It was warm enough, and I put enough bedding up there. Still, my husband says it was a complete asshole move. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. It's Christmas Eve, first of all. I totally forgot that when you were reading this at first. And actually, I thought it was the husband that was putting him in. Like, I don't know why I thought it was the husband, not the wife.
Yeah.
It's Christmas Eve. I'm sure you're still up wrapping gifts, Mom.
Yeah.
And even if...
It's 11, like...
So it sounds like the day before he missed... Like, he came home late, right?
Yes.
So I just, you know what? Maybe if it was summer, keep him out there.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know where they live, but
oh, true.
He's cold.
I'm thinking here.
I know. Clearly, it's not like warm that she had to leave all this bedding.
Extra bedding. Like you planned that. You were so
grumpy, and you.
But also, like, I'm good. I'd be doing that. I'd be doing that too. Not on Christmas. But also, why are you out on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, that's my thing. Why are you out on a date on Christmas Eve?
At 11 o'clock? No, you're not.
I know.
No, you're not. You're in the car doing all the hanky-panky.
Not the hanky-panky.
I'm just saying.
It's funny because anyways, I didn't realize that he slept. I'm assuming the treehouse is somewhere in the backyard.
I would hope so. Like, we're at a neighbor's house?
No, but it's just funny because so many people are talking about, like, oh, people are going in on her, like, raging control freak. Like, people are talking about, like, the safety, like, the child is safe. Like, a lot of people are talking about, like the whole Paul Bernardo.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
They're bringing that up?
They're bringing that up.
Yeah.
Like, well, they're calling it, like, the Ken and Barbie, but, like, I'm sure everyone's aware of, like,
This isn't a crime podcast.
This is not a crime podcast. We're not getting into that. We're not giving those people the show. But there's a lot of things that could have happened to him. Mm-hmm. I mean, he is 16 years old.
Yeah. Even
one of the comments was like, if he were to call like child services, like, you'd be fucking screwed.
Yeah.
Like, what do you, like, you know? I don't know. I think, yes, it's a good lesson, but I think it being on Christmas Eve is kind of shitty. And then you holding up the rest of your family the next morning is really shitty. Like, especially for your two younger kids.
I think that's, the worst part.
That's what's really...
Because now everyone is
punished
getting the shit end of the stick of, for his actions.
I would have just been like, you stay out, okay, that's fine. You sleep if you're tired, but we're going and we're doing
that's
Christmas.
What your punishment is.
Your punishment, now you can sleep in your warm bed, but we are continuing our Christmas activities. Yeah. You can open your gifts up whenever, but... Mm-hmm. Or I'm taking all your Christmas gifts. I don't know. It's just shitty timing that it was on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I think that's the
worst. Because if it was just a random
thing.
night, I'd be like, yeah, sleep outside, you little shit. But I think it being Christmas Eve, like, give him a fucking break.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then for her to be like, with a girl we don't even know, like, okay. You're just angry.
Well, would it make a difference if you did?
Yeah, also that.
Because now she was probably sleeping in there with him. And that's why he was up all night. He wasn't tired, and he sure as hell was probably warm.
They were both in the treehouse.
They were probably warm.
KISSING.
Mm-hmm. So, Mom, you're on the naughty list.
Yeah, that's not cool. He should have got a pass for it being Christmas.
If this is something he's frequently doing, I mean, this is the second time, 2 nights in a row, I'd definitely be whipping his ass.
Yeah. But...
Not actually.
No.
But...
We're not for that. Or are we?
Stick around and you'll find out.
Right? On next week's episode. I think not a huge asshole, just an asshole for it being Christmas. And an asshole for your other kids that had to wait until he woke up. Like,
yeah, again, they're getting
silly.
the shit end of the stick with that. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Story number 3.
Am I the asshole for not giving up my Christmas annual leave so my coworker can spend time with her kids? This boss said there is one gap left for annual leave on Christmas, and they've been saving it for me. According to him, any new employees, once they've passed the probation period, will get the first Christmas off. Here's the thing. I don't care if I work Christmas or not, and I'll be on my own this Christmas as I don't celebrate it. 2 days later, this was 3 days ago, I had a colleague come up to me and she asked me and she was talking about annual leave and said if I would consider switching And my response was no. She then started going on about how she has kids and what I would be doing for this Christmas was nothing, and I still said no. She seemed moody and walked away. Later that night, I got home and my nephew video called me with his mom on the phone. When she got the phone, we caught up. I brought this up to my sister. My sister said I'm being a bit selfish as I'm child-free and she has kids. She's working and I'm not, which means she won't be able to see her kids for long on Christmas Day. She also brought up the fact that I'm not bothering to come up to see the family this Christmas and will be spending 3 of the days phone-free, so I won't be communicating with anyone. Am I the asshole for not giving up my annual leave to a mom with kids when I'm going to be off and she's going to be working, even though I don't care if I work or don't work?
Morgan, did she actually type this whole time and think that she wasn't being a fucking outright asshole?
You're an idiot.
You're a complete lunatic. You blatantly have said multiple times you don't care. You don't care if you work or not.
Yeah.
Clearly, I think this is personal vendetta against this coworker.
Yeah. You've made it a point that you're not going to see your family.
You will be alone.
Anything.
Babe, get that holiday overtime pay and clock in those hours.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty empathetic, sympathetic. Knowing that this lady has children and you're just absolutely doing nothing.
It's just going to be another night for you, like a night off is crazy. Knowing that it's Christmas.
Also, too, there are a lot of places, for breakfast around here that are open for Christmas, and they're always packed.
Yeah.
Packed. Make your money. Whatever you do. Obviously, what you're doing, I'm assuming, is not corporate or, it's...
What's on here? Sorry.
It's giving,
She's getting holiday pay, unless she's...
Yeah.
If she's in somewhere, you're getting holiday pay on Christmas Day. 100%.
Also, too, if this woman has heard you say you don't care if you work or not...
She's going to think you're an asshole.
Well, you are an asshole. And you're on the naughty list.
That's just really not cool. Yeah. I don't know how she's actually writing that.
So there's an edit. Holy shit. I just went on Reddit and didn't expect this to blow up. I, 25 female, am not sure if it's irrelevant, but I've chosen a child-free life. First of all, you're 25. You're 25. You're not 47. Yeah. Calm down. Okay.
So fun. I've chosen
These 3 months, about 3 months ago, I got this girl. She cannot type either. Maybe that's what she needs to do on Christmas. Work on her typing skills.
Yeah. Anyways, she's a fucking weirdo.
Sorry,
go ahead. You're 25, girl. Go and work.
Make your money.
Make your money. Why are you a weirdo? I was expecting this from no offense, but a middle-aged cranky lady. No, but
she's just a young cranky lady.
Girl.
Yeah, no, that's
25.
Strange.
Go and work.
Yeah.
Why are you being weird? Mm-hmm. I 100% thought this was just a literal cat-loving humbug for.
Why a cat-loving?
Well,
couldn't be a dog lover, huh?
They're usually more family-oriented. No, but I'm just thinking some lady who has no friends, no family.
Yeah.
Older. I don't know. That was what I was picturing.
Right.
So
the top comment says, "You're the asshole. Why did you say no to switching? You said you don't care about Christmas. You don't celebrate the holiday.
Shouldn't have
you
said
will
all
not
that
be
shit.
visiting the family who does celebrate. If she was switching, then you wouldn't be giving up your annual leave. You just be switching the shift for a different date."
Mm-hmm. This is silly. I don't know how she actually is making this rational in her head. Does she actually think that she's not an asshole?
I think some people come on here and they try and, they want their feelings and what they have going on justified, and they think that
people are going to agree, and then they're surprised.
Because clearly she's very surprised. Holy shit. I didn't think this was going to blow up. Well, what did you think?
What did you think? Anyways, jury's in. This is very blatantly obvious.
Yeah, great. Forgot about that.
What?
Well, I already said she's on the naughty list.
You forgot about what?
Wrapping it up. Get it?
Oh.
Christmas.
We're going to wrap this one up. No, yeah, you're a weirdo. Mm-hmm. I think also, one thing I will add is, I'm sure everyone in their life has, done an asshole thing, and, I'm, like, I don't know, I'm just also a very self-aware person. Like, I can own up and be like, yeah, I was an asshole. Like, for her to genuinely be like, how am I an asshole?
No self-awareness.
No self-awareness that's fucking so actually rude. Like, actually so rude.
Yeah.
That, like, this very well could be this mother's last Christmas.
And yeah, another thing is I don't think, like, who made these rules? Who at this workplace made these rules? I'm sorry, but if I know that there's like a 25-year-old girl that isn't working, and if she is on the schedule and she's put there that she will come into work, I'm not making the mom,
whoever's
with
doing
3 kids or 2 kids, whoever, how many kids, even just somebody that says like I have Christmas plans, or you're strange. You're strange.
Yeah, but I think we also, like, I do know a lot of places where, like, people don't have say, and, like, the schedule just goes out, you know what I mean? Like, we both just work differently.
Yes.
You're, like, you make schedules, you're very flexible with people. Like, I remember doing retail, and it was, like Christmas, like, the 2 weeks before and after Christmas are, like, blackout periods.
Yeah.
Like, you can't book them off. Like, I literally quit a job because I couldn't get the time. Like, and they were like, we're not giving it to you off. And I was like...
Well, yeah, actually you are.
Actually, now you are. Yeah, it's fucking retail. Yeah. Like, fuck off. But, you know, when that's, like, your actual... job, some people actually can't get the time off, and it just comes down to switching with your coworkers.
But I'm saying, because that void, like, that space is there for her to have taken it off, I as a manager, like, whoever made this, you get your first holiday off. No, it's going to whoever it should go to, and it should go to the mom with the kids,
not Miss Humbug.
Yeah,
who doesn't celebrate with anybody, which is fine.
Also, she's having a 3-day no phone.
Yeah, but I didn't understand that, but I really don't care too. I hate her.
Half of what she said I didn't understand.
Yeah, she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Clearly there's some screws missing.
But I hope that mom has a good Christmas with her kids.
I know.
Regardless, hopefully she does end up figuring it out and doesn't have to go to work.
Yeah, and if she does, you know, she'll make some extra money, and then they can go and do something another day.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'll get into my third story.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Okay. Am I the asshole for uninviting my oldest daughter to Christmas over Santa?
Ooh.
I, 43 female, have children with a very large age gap. So my oldest is 25, that I had with a high school ex. Then we separated and I married my husband much later. My younger 2 are 9 and 7. My younger children believe in Santa, while my daughter's son doesn't. She raised him not with the Santa magic, which is perfectly okay. I just rather not have it ruined for my children who do believe in Santa. I was having Christmas at my house, and I asked my daughter if she'd please talk to her son, because I wouldn't like the magic ruined for them. I still put packages under the tree from Santa on them and leave out cookies and reindeer treats. My daughter told us that she wouldn't make her son lie, and my children are old enough to understand if her son decides to say something. I told her if she wouldn't talk to her son, they could spend Christmas at their apartment. My daughter didn't like that and said I was choosing my younger children's happiness over hers, and that I was being completely unreasonable. My husband supports me, but thinks I am being a little high-strung, as our children are getting older. I just want to keep the Christmas magic alive. Am I the asshole?
No, you're not. You're going on the good list. I don't think that's... First of all, how old's her grandson? Doesn't even say?
It doesn't say.
Like, if he's 2 or 3, you probably don't need to say anything to him.
I think he's going to be a little older than that.
So maybe
her younger 2 are 9 and 7.
But her daughter's son.
Yeah, there's no mention of his age.
So if he's like 4 or 5, yeah, sit him down and have the conversation. As much as your mom's respecting your decision to not tell your child about Christmas and Santa or whatever, you should respect that your siblings still believe in it, regardless of their age. Like, I just think it's not up to you to ruin that. And even like for me as a kid, when I was like a certain age, like there came a point in time where like I knew Santa wasn't real, come on, but I would still play around with it. Like I think maybe the 9-year-old like probably has some idea, but
maybe someone spoiled Christmas for me.
Who?
She
told you?
It's funny, like...
How old were you?
I was grown, like, I was, like, 12. And no! Don't laugh!
You believed in Santa at 12.
I did.
Oh, so
I
did.
I think you have those doubts,
Cindy
but, like...
Lou Who.
I know, like, Christmas just, like, Like, my parents go all out. Like, it was, like, always, like, you know, like, literally would leave out, like, reindeer treats.
Yeah, me
the
too.
The carrot would be eaten. Like,
yeah.
I genuinely, and we were all at her house, and she was like, oh, like, I have to go and get my Santa gifts or something.
Yeah.
Just blatantly, and I just remember sitting there and, like, because I was older, I couldn't show emotion, so I remember, like,
really?
my heart
That's
sunk,
sad.
like, literally sunk. So yeah, I think.
Did you say anything to your mom or dad?
No, I told my mom years later, because again, it was at that weird age. Like, I should have.
You genuinely believed in Santa.
I did.
It's cute.
I literally remember, I can picture the whole moment, like, and just sitting there and being like, and obviously they thought I was old enough to be in that room,
right?
So I was like, I'm old enough.
Yeah, I'm a big girl.
Yeah.
No, that's sad.
Yeah, and I just remember, like, everything's alive.
That's surprising that nobody at school. I feel like school's always a place where.
Yeah, I think because also, like, I don't know.
No, I don't think that the mom's an asshole. I think also too, you're coming to her house, you should be respectful of that. Like, she's not saying don't come. She's, again, like, I don't think it's up to you to decide whether or not the siblings or, like, your mom's other children should or shouldn't believe. It's not up to you to be like, oh, they're old enough. Because if they still believe and that's kind of the spirit and that's how they've been raised, then who are you to decide that that's not, you know, how they should celebrate.
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of the comments are like, you need to explain to your children that not everyone believes in Santa and that's okay. A lot of people are like, what if your kids have friends that are Jewish or Buddhist or parents that perhaps aren't able to provide the Santa experience?
But that's not, sorry to cut you off, but that's their family, unfortunately. Like, this is like, her and her family do believe in it, and they are able to provide, and they are a family that celebrates. So I think it is smart, though, to have said, like, you know, some people celebrate differently, and some people don't have Santa visits, or maybe that is a good way to go about it. Yeah, that's a good way.
That's a good way. I just think the sister is being an asshole.
She is.
I'm not going to make my child lie. Oh, it's not a lie. It's a little fib.
Honestly, yeah.
And she should have that conversation with her kid, who's probably older. Maybe the kid's a little older or wiser or whatever, and just say, hey, like, this is what they do over here. Yeah. We're just going to play along with it. Maybe even laugh at them. Like, have your, like, you know what I mean? Like, have a little relationship with your kid, but don't ruin it for those kids. It's funny because a lot of them are saying in the comments, like, 9 years old, like, he should know, like, but kids.
Okay, but also if he doesn't, and again, like, there were times where, like, I knew and I still was like, oh my god, like, it's all part of, like, just, I think too, when you get to a certain age, it's like awkward to be at a certain age and, like, you still, like, especially when you have a younger sibling that believes and, like, you kind of are on the fence, and, you know, you still want that, like, kid experience, and you want to be excited and you want to believe in things, and so who are you to say anything?
Oh my god, people are going in, like,
they think she's the asshole?
No, they're just getting really far off and talking about, like, Christianity as a whole and, like, speak for yourself, you pagan, like, oh, it's getting crazy over here. It's getting so crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think she's the asshole. I think especially you're coming to her house. These are her beliefs and what she has going on. And if that's not something that you can, you know, commit to doing, then, yeah, maybe it's best to not be there. Come there for dinner after Christmas and or after, you know, gifts are being done or...
One of the comments is like, I had a girl in high school scream at me because my sister told her sister there was no Santa. I told her it isn't our fault that Christians lie to their children.
Oopsies.
Yeah, people are just, I don't know. I think this is a family dynamic. This isn't like a school thing. This isn't like you're asking your daughter if she could just respect literally her siblings.
Yeah. Maybe there's some, like, animosity for there being younger children with somebody else who really knows. And obviously, it sounds like the daughter's 25. You know, if she had her child in high school, maybe even 15, you know, 16 years old, the kid would be, like, even 9 or 10 itself now, depending on
when she had it. And I might be reaching, but, like, I just get this vibe that, like, I very well could be reaching. But, like, that the daughter, like, almost is giving, like, I'm raising my kid better. Kind of. Like, she's very much, like,
you lying? Yeah. Like,
I'm not going to make it lie. I'm not going to do this whole fake Santa thing. Like, that's
also, though,
fine.
Children are children, and
my kids are. I don't know. It's...
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're the asshole for uninviting her. It's unfortunate that it came to that because she wouldn't let her kid...
Yeah, and then the husband, it says, like, oh, he thinks I'm reaching, or he thinks I went a bit far. But then what happens if she does come and intentionally, or, like, because she's like, well,
yeah, like, she's just going to drop this bomb or let her kid drop this bomb, yeah.
And then what? Because once it's said and done, it's too late to take it back.
And I think, like, that's a big thing for parents. Like, that's a fun thing for parents.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Children and parents, family.
Yeah, it's, like, a big thing for both the kids and the parents to do. You know, it's like tradition. Like, there's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate that this is resulting in her being uninvited.
Yeah.
Because of, like, Santa.
Well,
like,
then
really?
she should be following the rules.
Follow the rules when you come to my house, and we believe in Santa here.
Yeah.
Gear up. I want my kids to believe in Santa forever.
Just like you.
I'm going to go around and tell everyone, don't tell. She might be 17, but she still believes.
She knows.
Yeah.
Clearly, so mom's on the good list, daughter's on the naughty list.
Naughty list.
Yeah. So, since we're still on the Christmas kick here.
We still are.
Ooh, this is, okay, it's not that long. Okay. Am I the asshole for asking my fiance to skip his year's Christmas family vacation because our baby is due? Context. I have gone to Florida with his family for the past 5 years for at least part of the Christmas. Every other year, I return before him to spend Christmas Day with my family. This year is the first in a long time that all of the other siblings are able to overlap dates. My fiance has major FOMO, which is why this is a sensitive subject. His parents have always been weird about keeping their family close. They've never said it outright, but little things suggest they don't consider me completely part of their family yet, since we aren't married. Also, my parents are away overseas dealing with grandparent emergencies. My mom has been kept in the loop through and is trying to come back as soon as she can. My fiance and I, 31 male and 31 female, are expecting our first child due December 30th. His family has a vacation home in Florida, and they have gone every year during the holidays for about a month up until New Year. He agreed not to go this year because of the baby, but his family is insisting that he go and come back on the 28th, which is ample time before the baby is due. So he bought a ticket for December 15th to the 28th. His reasoning is that his parents really want him there, and his siblings will also be going. This is bothering me a lot, more than I thought, because knowing pregnancies are unpredictable, especially in the last trimester, and if anything happens leading up to the due date, I need him here. My parents are away until December 26th, and my friends have their families, so I will be completely alone. The other reason, and I guess it's more selfish, is that I will be spending Christmas by myself. It is not the main reason why I'm bothered, but a small part of it. He's been spending Christmas every year in Florida since he was 15, and there will be many more trips after the baby is born. I don't know why he has to go this year. Anytime I bring it up, it results in an uncomfortable fight about my expectations to put me first rather than his parents. I don't even bring it up anymore. His parents have always been kind to me, but also don't see any problem, so I think I'm going crazy. Am I the asshole here? There is, actually just...
My blood's boiling. I don't know why this story is so triggering. I am like...
You can have this baby, obviously, with this guy, and then you leave.
You fucking
Thank God you're not married yet.
You leave.
Are you insane?
Are you...
I'm putting myself first? Your baby is literally due 2 days before, like, after you come home. You don't think that's crazy? And for your parents to think that that's okay?
Fuck your parents. Fuck your whole family. fuck everybody. I'm blowing up the Florida house. Have fun. Merry fucking Christmas.
Yeah, that's insane.
Regardless of, there's so many factors, actually. One, this family's fucking weird. I hate them.
Enabling your son.
Totally. And what is this little cult? Like, just us. She goes home. So he's never spent Christmas with her and her family, is what it's giving.
Yeah.
What the fuck goes on at this Florida house? Ew, I hate them all. Now
That's scary.
This is days, like literally hours, quite literally could be hours before your wife's gonna have a baby, and put that on top of Christmas. You're not gonna be there with her. This is just setting up, this just shows me the whole relationship.
I just think too, like, depending on where they are living, like, if they're...
Like, Florida could be close?
No, obviously you have to catch a plane to go to this place, and so maybe where you live, if they have a house in Florida, I'm assuming where you live, you get snowstorms. You don't know the predictability of the weather, especially when you're going literally on the 15th. So, like, by the 23rd, 24th, 25th, there could be a huge storm. Like, all the delays, all the...
There are literally so many things.
Think about how busy, too, airports are during this time.
Delays,
and
everything.
You actually don't even have the like, common sense to think that what you're doing is crazy.
Oh, I'm so livid right now. I want to literally beat up this man.
That's weird.
It's so rude. I think the other thing that freaking grinds my gears about fucking... People just think pregnancy is, like... Not smooth, but, like, there's so many complications that could quite literally happen. You don't
on top of all your hormones.
You don't want to be on standby with your soon-to-be, like... Why would you not want to be there for these last moments?
Yeah.
And Christmas.
This
would be so cute. Honestly, just the two of them.
Yeah.
Their
100%.
last Christmas, like, being child-free.
Yeah.
Like, this should be such a special time for them.
This is a little scary.
It's really sad.
It just seems like this honestly isn't the first.
No. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
You're not a priority in this man's life.
It's also sad that you're questioning if you're an asshole or not, and you think you're crazy. How many other times has he, like, made you feel this way? If this is a thing that you're actually writing into Reddit and you think that you are an asshole.
Yeah, no.
You can come spend Christmas with us.
Yeah, come chill out.
That's just weird.
It's super weird. It's super sad. Yeah, what are the comments?
Not the asshole. Your husband is a fool if he goes. This is your first baby. You do not know if the baby will be here early, on time, or late. His family is you. His family is you and the baby. If his family can't see that, then there's another issue. Yeah. None of them have a crystal ball and know when the baby is coming. Personally, I would also be pointing out how quickly things go wrong for mom or babes during labor. I am actually disgusted with him for thinking that this is okay to leave his vulnerable wife during this time. You just don't know what's going to happen and what's with not wanting to spend Christmas with you, leaving you completely alone. Not cool. I am furious for you. Where are you? I will come take care of you.
Aww.
That's another thing. Even if she wasn't pregnant and, like, say she just couldn't get on a plane or something, you are not going. You're staying with me. You guys are engaged.
This is your new family. I think a lot of people don't realize that when you are in a relationship with someone and then you have kids with someone, that becomes your family.
Yes, 100%.
Your actual blood family are secondary.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone, I'll die on that fucking hill.
100%.
This is now your family that you literally are starting, and you're not going to be there with her on Christmas.
Yeah.
Even just, like, women are in labor for, like, I don't know if the term is, but, like, she could be...
Yeah, labor.
Yeah, for hours.
My mom was 36 hours. 36 hours.
And if you're not... Again, I don't fucking know fuck all, but if you're not, like, dilated, the hospital won't even take you. Like, same thing, like, she had to keep going back home. She kept going to the hospital, and they're like, we can't take you yet. Like, you're not dilated enough. Go back home. So, is she driving her... Like... You're not. And I think, again, just, like, it's Christmas. You're gonna let her sit there on Christmas by herself? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm so riled. I don't know.
Someone just basically says he is such an asshole and a terrible partner and a father to boot.
Yeah.
For even suggesting this, let alone fighting her on this. He's going to be hard to co-parent with. Yeah, it also just says, you should be leaving him.
I would spend this time, I know it's probably awful, but I would spend this time figuring out your shit. And knowing that her family's not there, dealing with another family emergency, like,
Yeah.
that's another, like, I'm sure it's someone close to her
really
that she
sad.
knows, like, why
It's her
would
grandparent.
you, yeah, you're not also, like, there's so many factors as to why he should be there with her.
Hopefully, you know, she says, like, her friends have their own families, but still, hopefully you can be around somebody. That's terrible.
That's so terrible. He needs this. I hope he goes. I hope he goes to Florida. And I hope you rethink your whole life and really take off, because that's not someone, and that's not a family I wouldn't want to be a part of. I wouldn't want to join a family like that at all.
No, because any proper...
No one would be going to Florida.
Nobody.
No, we're all
staying here
with you. What? No, I actually don't even believe this is real.
Well,
not one single person in this family. Like, what is this? Like,
yeah. This was only posted a day ago.
That's
so
so
this
sad.
is this year. Like, well, most of the time that's how it is, but yeah. That's sad.
That's really sad.
Hopefully, you know, you figure it out. And by figuring it out, I mean figure out your plan to escape this crazy Grinch man.
Narcissistic fucking freak who has a fucked up family. And
Scrooge, just because we're on Christmas theme here.
Super Scrooge.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it.
That was really good. Those were good stories. Yeah, people are fucked up during the holidays.
Well, always, but especially to the holidays. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, happy
holidays. Such a good holiday.
Yeah, hopefully you don't end up on any Reddit stories.
I know. Hopefully it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Okay.
Relaxing.
XOXO, Shrink Shorties.
Shrink Shorties signing out.
Bye.
Bye.